Hey everybody, welcome to a quick informational video about Fuzzy Logic AI. What is it and what does it do? Okay, so what is fuzzy logic? Fuzzy logic is a superset of conventional booleans that have been extended to handle the concept of partial truth between completely true and completely false. What this means is that we cover all the area between that completely true and that completely false. So it looks natural and you don't just have that on and off, you have everything in between. So you're probably wondering where you've seen fuzzy logic used. Well, the truth is it's used in a lot of the games that we play today. One of the big ones would be Halo. They used 4 different fuzzy variables, which were fear, anger, defensiveness, and surprise. Each variable would have a threshold and a decay rate on a hidden value. Now, these inputs and events around the world would affect these variables. Therefore, they would affect the actions of the character AI. So now we come to 3 of the major uses we have for fuzzy logic: control, threat assessment, and classification. So the first thing we come to is control. This is the movement of all characters within the game. Almost every game utilizes control in some way or another. We can use fuzzy control to navigate game units, vehicles, aircrafts, foot units, and so on smoothly through waypoints and around obstacles. You can also accomplish as well as improve upon basic chasing and evading using fuzzy control. Next we come to a threat assessment. This is where the enemy assesses the threat of the other characters. The AI will determine if you are no threat, a low threat, medium threat, or a high threat. Then it will react depending on the threat level. They may attack, flee, take cover, or call for reinforcements. In Halo 3, depending on the enemy you find, whether it's a grunt or an elite or a jackal, they all react differently. An elite may not be afraid of you, so he will attack, but a jackal or a grunt may be afraid and will either call for help or run. It all depends on the enemy and the classification, which we will cover next. Finally, there is classification. Each character is classified by their personal stats and rank. This can range from easy to hard and everything in between. Their stats may depend on factors like strength, weapons, armor, and class. Halo 3 has 4 different species and different classes within each. There are grunts, jackals, elites, and hunters. This brings us back to threat assessment. Each class will have you assess as a different level of threat. Grunts and jackals may consider you a high threat, elites a medium, and hunters a low level of threat. Each one will react differently when they see you because of the threat assessment they have. In our simple implementation, we demonstrate fuzzy logic through temperature readings. Instead of just being hot or cold, there is middle ground where it could also be warm. Having this middle ground makes it fuzzy logic. In our complex implementation, we use a chase and evade scenario to demonstrate fuzzy logic. Our implementation uses a tank and some mice. The tank uses fuzzy logic to decide which mouse to chase, and the mice flee. The user gets to control several factors to influence the tank's decision-making process. Well, I hope this video has given you a better understanding of what fuzzy logic AI is and what it does. Thanks for watching.